Yeah, the goal. We're there. Yeah, we're gonna have story time after this match. Let's go. All right, guys, we're gonna have this story time.
Oh damn, you're over. You got 10 new subs during that game?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You're successful. Congrats.
I'm successful. Thank you, Salem.
Alright, so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna read it up live?
Yeah, I'm gonna take up the Twitlonger so people can see it.
Alright,
and
I
then
can move around in the meantime.
Yeah, just put on. Yeah, just go to training mode or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to training mode. Perfect.
I might turn off the game sound though, if people want to. Cheers of research. It's a pinned tweet as well. Salem, do you really have to do this to yourself? All right, he's in for the ride. All right, you guys can see the years of research here, right? Just making sure before I start reading. All right, let's go. Years of research. This is what I put together from all my time in the Smash community. This has happened over and over again from Brawl, Melee, PM. Also, by the way, notice guys, Smash community and Melee. Already weird, but let's continue. Into Smash 4/Melee, onto Ultimate/Melee. Evo donation drive. Yo, Shiplord, thank you for $2. This was during the era where Brawl and Melee were on fair terms.
Salem was right, you are a one-trick pony. If your one trick is winning tournaments. Merry Christmas from the States.
Thank you, Shiplord, and thank you for $2. This was during the era where Brawl and Melee were on fair terms. Level of toxicity was extremely low. At this time, it made the most sense for the entire community to only donate towards one Smash game to get into Evo, instead of splitting it up. So the Smash community as a whole got Melee into Evo. As Melee grew from this noticeable amount of toxicity, began to rise from within the Melee community, and they began to trash talk the Brawl community. Stream chats. He's calling you guys out right now. He's calling you guys out. So stay in your lane. The number of random toxic Melee elitists began to rise, and this hate spread through to stream chats. Usually comments were, "Brawl sucks, wins Melee." The amount of these comments were still infrequent at the time. I didn't pay much attention to this until later. Forbidden game. PM was the best Smash game to most during this era, as it brought both Melee and Brawl communities together to play one game. However, PM gained a lot of power, and just like Melee, did not like competition. So tournament streams for Brawl gained a big increase of hate for not being PM or Melee, while everyone fought each other. Outbursts in public. During Apex 2014, the Melee community began cheering for Melee during their award ceremony for Brawl. This continued into Smash 4 Apex 2015, and many Smash 4 finals had similar treatment. This was not limited to Smash events, as Melee had been noticed for doing this at major FGC events as well. Fast forward to Smash 4. PM ceases development, Brawl dies, and some transfer over to Smash 4. Melee players decided to give the game a chance by proceeding to say it's not Melee and move on back to their game. For some majors featuring both games, if Smash 4 Top 8 was first, the Melee crowd would boo the game as mentioned previously. This toxicity would transfer over to Twitch chat as well, so they could flank us on both fronts. The ultimate showdown. Be ready, guys. It took me a long time to piece together a proper understanding of why this keeps happening throughout each Smash game. Melee has continued being toxic towards anything, not Melee. There were Melee streams I watched with big names that had their own mini fan bases. What I learned by watching those is that big names control the masses. The Twitch chat, the viewer counts, the in-person crowds, they have the power over that. They created that Melee community. It was all the years of petty words and using the Smash community as a whole to become as big as they are now. It has gotten to the point where it doesn't matter what they do anymore. It's whatever they say goes, and no one will stand up to them, right or wrong, because they are scared. Grassroots or esports, make up your minds. Make up your minds, guys. Keep that in mind. Melee tends to support grassroots events. They even manage to somehow tell Nintendo to back off when they got involved to shut down the EVO 2013 Melee stream. This is a confusing gray area because they want Nintendo support too. Oh my god. But only for the Melee community, not the Smash community as a whole. Some Melee players have even publicly said they don't need Nintendo, and Melee can support itself like it's been doing for years. All of this makes no sense. The only thing that makes no fucking sense is this part. And it's hard to say whether they want to be esports or grassroots. But one thing is for certain, they are key people who clearly show they don't care about anything but Melee, like Leffen and Mango, for example. Leffen is someone who always stirs up drama and needlessly fights instead of staying in his own lane. He's even been banned for this in the past. He's always someone who immediately trashes TOs and tournaments all the time, giving Smash players a bad name. Though people ridicule him for these type of things, here and there he always gets back to it because nobody actually cares what he does, since he's a top Melee player. If he wants to trash on the entire universe, people just move on while he tries to make excuses for himself for all dumb things he's done to the whole community. This gets wilder when you remember that he has a fanbase that grows with this nonsense, when he really should be the one getting the back burner. Leffen, you got called out, buddy. Mango. Mango is someone who constantly drinks and does whatever he wants and doesn't care about anything. People like him are extremely dangerous. Watch out, kids. Honestly, if you're 18 years old, if you're not 18 years old, you might have to turn off the stream because, this is for adults only. During the Smash Ultimate Invitational, some Smash players were scared of what we would do at the Invitational, more so even when he made a tweet saying he isn't going to be invited back. He took a pleasure in giving the idea that he did something wild that could have destroyed everything. Why should anyone allow this history of recklessness? But he gets a pass, because Melee said so. Melee said so. Corrections. When I say the Melee community and the Smash community are separate, I mean that the entire Smash community is clearly divided into two separate groups. We have been separated ever since the EVO donation. I do not mean the entire Melee community is toxic, but it does have a history of bashing other communities, and that needs to be acknowledged properly. Obviously, there are different types of Melee players who are just fans of their own game, but do not bother or trash other games. They coexist with other communities in general, and some even help out other games. There are some Melee players that stay to watch streams of other games before or after Melee. This is what I mean by being part of the Smash community. I do not have any problems with Melee fans like this. If anything, I'm sorry for not correcting my statements earlier. That's not including that Smash 4 players actually left during the last EVO finals for Smash 4, but, Anyway, the Melee community would not care about these things. They would trash everything and everyone and just yell, "Melee is the greatest game of all time!" Those type of people are the real problem. I have no problem with Melee players playing Ultimate. However, I do care about the possibility of them using another Smash game to grow their own community and then trash the other in one go while I watch this repeating pattern. I have a problem with people not controlling their fan base because they just don't care or know what they're doing. Salem, are you talking about yourself? Yes, there is a chance they are actually here to play the game and treat it as an equal Smash game, but history shows us that this is not the case over and over again. Closing statement. I do not mean for this to further divide the Smash community. Mission accomplished. I apologize for snapping at so many top players in Melee when I only have issues with a few. I only noticed that history was starting to repeat itself again for the third consecutive Smash game in a row. Ultimate seems to be the game to finally get us all together behind one title, and I would hate to have a few bag eggs return the Smash community back to us versus them. Salem, you managed to successfully pull this one off better than anyone I've seen. 6 months after release for the third time in a row. If anyone has a problem with that, see me in brackets. I'm actually impressed. This Twitlonger is a whole piece of mess. What the hell? But it's all a lie. Whoever said ignorance is a blessing was right. Hate years of research bringing us here. Going to Reddit because that's the only place without any research. Peace.
That says Mango can do what he wants.
And then this one, when he said that I could barely play pre-patch Diddy. And then I tweeted him, never owned a Wii U and had maybe 10 hours of playtime in that game when I got Forfeit Beast. Beat I studying twice and took a game from Mr. R. Sheik before that too. Goat of Melee, was number 1 in PM for a while, 17th in Brawl Genesis with Sheik despite barely playing the game. Your greatest achievements are an Apex and an EVO trophy, which are big events, but guess what? I have more titles in both Apex and EVO than this, and Apex does not even make my top 5. Check up your facts before talking shit. Even the most basic researcher should know that much. And then Salem tweeted, "We doing this today, Mr. One-Trick Pony Melee player. Because all you're saying is you can only do well in one game. Since, you know, PM and Melee are basically the same thing. Just accept PM actually wanted more than just to be Melee. So nice that you can play a copy-paste. Not mentioning anything about the similarities about Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate. But, you know, keep going on." And then I was like, I'm actually going to be pretty done with this, but I needed one more tweet. We have the winner of dumbest tweet of the year. I take it all back. Your greatest achievement is not winning Apex or EVO. It's this. Thank you for the big laugh.
Kind of disrespect towards PM, which I don't appreciate.
I
love PM.
The thing is also, like, of course...
PM is way better than this. Much better. I should. That's my serious opinion.
No, I think it's a legit one to have. I like both. Both. The thing is, though, like, Salem would not like if people said Smash 4 and Ultimate is the same thing. But then he pulls that shit about Melee and PM, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's... Well, they are similar. They are intentionally similar, but not...
It's still a lot of differences.
There's still a lot of differences, yeah. I mean, there's so many new characters and everything.